or pickleball?
Pickleball.
I was supposed to go on a date with Kesley. Pickleball. Okay. Wow.
Why does that name sound so familiar? Kesley.
Oh shoot.
What's her last name?
You know, we matched on Hinge.
Clamp.
I don't know.
Clamp. I can't
Most
remember.
likely, yeah.
Does that sound?
She knew she was friends with a coworker of mine at Pinterest as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Bryn.
Bryn Frank.
Yeah. She knew who Kesley was.
Weird.
But Kesley and I were gonna go play pickleball one day, but
that fell through.
Just like here in the state of Utah, it seems like guys can't catch a break.
Oh, man. Guys cannot catch up. If you want to hear more about dating stories, you go to my first episode with Jason Schlady. So that'll
But no, really. Would you rather play pickleball or tennis?
I'd play pickleball.
I play pickleball too. But I would rather play pickleball than ping pong. But I love ping pong.
Ping pong's fun. I'd rather play pickleball than ping pong.
Yeah, I think tennis is just, it'd be hard on your knees. Like I do enough things on my knees already. Like I don't, not like that, obviously. But I just wanted to, but all the sideways motions and yeah.
Keep talking. No, keep talking, bro. Keep talking. I don't really like. I don't know.
It's like
it's too big of a core.
You mentioned earlier. You were like, I can't throw a frisbee very well. I wonder. It's kind of the same motion. Like the backhand of a frisbee is kind of like a backhand of a tennis racket. Well, not exactly, but somewhat similar.
Yeah.
Tennis.
I just don't like.
Name 3 tennis players. Roger Federer.
Yeah, Roger Federer. I don't know. I honestly don't.
I don't know. Serena Williams.
Serena and then her sister.
Okay, that I'm going to count the Williams sisters as either both 2 people, yes, but as tennis stars go, I can only name those 2. So the Williams sister, I don't even know the other sister. It's Serena and shoot, I do not know the other. Is it Venus?
Is it Venus?
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to Google it.
That deserves a drum.
Tennis.
That's the first time I've used that.
Perfect.
My little soundboard. I love it. But anyways, I mean, tennis, not me. I think the Wimbledon is held in London. That's what Wikipedia says.
So London's I've heard interesting things about London.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What'd you hear?
Well, okay. Well, the question is, would you go to...
I've never been. So.
I've never been either, but I have had many of friends go there. Every time they come back with 2 remarks. 1, they're dicks. 2, it was the best city to get lost in the entire world.
I don't know. I really don't know because I'm not a big traveler.
I just don't know if I'd pick London to travel to.
I wouldn't. See, I'm more of a tropic guy. I like to go for the warmer climates. So
where's the warmest you've ever been?
I'd say more like Hawaii because I've only been outside of the United States to Mexico.
Oh, what part? I've been to Mexico.
It was part of the. It's called Rocky Point. It's called.
What side of the country is it on?
I think it's in the Gulf of California.
Oh, in Baja.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, and it was sweet. I mean, it was similar to Hawaii, I'd say. I don't know. I mean, it probably wasn't nearly as humid, but I was warm.
Never been to Hawaii.
It was a good day. It was a good time.
Never been to Hawaii. I've been to Mexico though.
Mexico's sweet. I loved the food. Holy crap. Food was
terrific
bomb.
Food. I also went to Dominican Republic. That was pretty amazing.
That'd be fun.
Pretty warm.
I bet.
Yeah. If I were to pick a place though, I'm with you. I don't think London would be my first spot.
I definitely wouldn't go there.
I think I'd go to Chamonix.
If I was going, where is Chamonix?
France.
Is it just countryside?
It's pretty close to Switzerland.
Okay.
It's in that range, yeah.
Yeah, if I were to go over to Europe, I would just go to Sweden.
Okay, so if you were to pick the continents of what order you would like to go in, where would you want to start?
That's tough. I think I'd go Europe.
Really?
South America. Europe to mainly go see the countryside of things, like go bike.
Go to the old world.
Go bike, like through countryside of France.
That'd be cool. Would you ever do one of the stages of the tour?
Yeah, I would love to go do the...
I would too, actually.
I'd love to go do the Alpe d'Huez.
I would love to do just like one section of the tour.
Yeah, it would be a blast to do that. Don't get me wrong, I'd be...
Do you ever see guys wearing yellow jerseys here in Utah?
No.
Good.
Thank heavens if I did. I'm like...
You better take that off.
You better be legit if you're wearing that.
You better be a professional.
Yeah, but even if like they had one, I'm sure it's like...
Yeah. See, I think I would go... I put some thought into this. I think I would start most likely Asia and then go to India. I would really want to go and take a train all the way through the countryside of Nepal.
That'd be crazy.
And visit a lot of the Tibetan plateau and see all of that. And then from that point forward, I'd probably go to Australia and check out Australia. And because I was working on the Australia Pinterest team, I got some homies out there now that I can just kind of hit up on LinkedIn. Some in Perth, they're kind of all over the place. Same with New Zealand. I got some people that I can. There. Yeah, dude, I would.
New Zealand,
actually, come true there.
Now that you say New Zealand, I'd go New Zealand. New Zealand, then Australia.
Yeah,
I guess continent. It's like, is it considered? It's not considered a continent. But
yeah, I would then go to South America.
South America would be cool.
It'd be so cool there.
You'd have to really, I don't know. I think you need to really know somebody to go down there to like take you around. I don't know. I've never been down there, but.
You ever watch the old Patagonia films?
No.
So Patagonia used to make these. So it originally started. It's just a couple of dudes that make these great clothing that just lasted a very long time.
Yeah.
And they have this film of very old school. It's shot on that classic camera that's handheld and it's held up by your eye. And it's very old frame style. And it's just a storyline of these guys going all the way down from California, and they road trip it down to the Patagonia Mountains.
Yeah.
And along the way, they're just surfing and having a blast. And they didn't need a translator. And they're just wearing the same old surf shorts every day, Like, they're just wearing the same gear. And sure enough, now this company is still around doing good things for the world. Patagucci. Why do you... I'm indifferent about that phrase. Patagucci. Well, think about it. I think Arc'teryx is more Gucci than Patagonia.
Yeah, Arc'teryx is.
When you buy Patagonia,
really
you buy it for what it at least in my mind. When you buy Patagonia, you buy it for what it represents.
It still is really expensive.
Yeah, but you're paying for longevity. For instance, I've had the same Patagonia sweater for 6 years. And I'm going to keep it for another 7.
Okay. Yeah. Have you had Arc'teryx stuff that just wears out?
Yeah, I've had to send in 2 of my guide jackets to Arc'teryx to get
and those are spendy. Those are
well, it was convenient because our office was
by the shop.
Yeah, right by Amir Sports headquarters, and I would go down there. So I was climbing the Grand Teton. I ended up having a little hole here, just as an interesting fact or whatever. They will replace it. You just got to take it in and just tell them you were doing something epic, and they'll just be like, "Oh, well, you can just fix it." But they'll just give you an like a credit, like an in-store credit.
Let alone Keegan was at his home playing Xbox when it ripped because he got it snagged on like the refrigerator handle or something.
Yeah, he's in there trying to grab that last slice of pizza.
Oh, dang it! Tore my Arc'teryx over a slice of pizza.
Hey man, it was.
Well, were you doing something epic, dude? I was.
Well, you see here.
You should have seen this bowl I was skiing in the trees. Just
splitboarding. Oh, that's good stuff.
That's freaking funny.
All right, so I got a great one here. According to this wonderful website, as I'm starting out all these facts, 7% of American adults believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Really?
7% of America is 16.4 million people.
And they think...
How ignorant is our country sometimes? Not that besides...
How can you think that?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They would put the brown cow in the commercial for crying out loud, I bet.
It makes me feel ignorant for not knowing the other sister of the Serena Williams and the other Williams sister, but... I should know these. Well, dude, they're amazing tennis players.
They are.
I've seen them commercials. I've seen them like all over Nike or
they
whatever
dominate.
brand. They dominate, dude. They've been.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm a little ignorant.
But brown cows, dude. No way.
Yeah, brown cow. Like, how can you think that? How can you honestly think that? But get this: 95% of people text things. I do believe this. 100%.
All right. What is it?
95% of people text things they could never say in person. Very true. Very true. Like, you can say things over text. You don't have to face the person. You don't care if they explode because it's like, dude, they're not going to explode in your face. And you have time to respond if they get back to you. So it's like you can pause and think and be like, all right, I'm going to roast this sucker even more. Like, it's just like.
Would you say those same things over a voicemail? I have left some. Tough. I have no mercy when it comes to calling people. Like, I have no problem calling people, leaving voicemails with my truth, and just saying it the way I think it needs to be said. I have gotten bitten in the butt where I perhaps have left a voicemail, perhaps in not the best state of mind, where perhaps I have to fix the situation at hand. But like,
can you expound upon this experience? Or should we not?
No, we can't. We can. Well, I'm not going to go into very detailed, but specific things. But for instance, let's say you're in a state of a mind of anger and you need to speak to someone.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I don't want to do it over text. Or for instance, you're sad, so you leave a voicemail to a friend, right?
Okay.
You're in that state of mind. So your voicemail is going to come across and your tone of voice is going to come across very, very sad, anger, whatever emotional state you are in.
Yeah.
That will then reflect their response. And now here you have a conversation that probably didn't need to like occur because you could have just like not said anything and just waited for you to get more to a content state of mind and then proceed with the conversation versus a text message. You got your two little thumbs, man. Those things can move at 100 miles an hour and you could just write whatever you want all the time and you can just send it out all willy-nilly.
The little click noise that stupid phones make.
Yeah.
Dude, me, I won't leave a voicemail. I'll leave a voicemail saying like, hey, whatever it is, let's talk, end it right there. And just like either in person, I'm more of in-person talker.
I like that too.
I like to be more in person to where I can see more of their reactions, not just for like, just to get the reaction out of them. It's more of just so I can understand their body language and just kind of how they're responding to whatever it may. I mean, I luckily haven't had to have like any crazy talk with anyone where it's like, but like if it's something that's important and I'm like, hey, okay, this is like, it's needed to be in person. So like we can discuss more. Like I'm never going to do it over text. Never. Just because texting is so broken. And
it really is.
Yeah.
And the fact that, let's say I text you, Mark, and you don't text me back until tomorrow. I darn well know you read that text message today. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that's a great fact to be sharing with the world.
Yeah. When somebody gets back to you like 3 days later and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Like
this filtered water?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Well, what if it wasn't?
I don't know.
Would you die?
No. It's good tasting water. I got good water taste.
I changed the filter the other day.
Nice. Thank you.
Clean. I knew you were going to be on the podcast, so I had to
update that filter.
Had to get the new filter for you. Well, I was going to. Dang it, this person.
So in 2017, more people were killed from injuries caused by taking a selfie than shark attacks.
Ooh.
That kind of goes off the whole.
That's actually a very interesting fact.
Well, according to this, this is 2017. That's a couple years ago, a few years ago. Excuse me. There were only 5 deaths due to shark attacks in 2017, which is lower than the average year. The average amount of deaths caused by sharks is 6. Worldwide in 2017, there were 35 deaths caused by taking selfies.
That is insane.
I really hope those selfies were prime, man.
Do we have these selfies?
I don't know.
That's what I wish we had.
It's probably some government data source somewhere.
Some stupid. Oh, I don't want to know what they
collect.
they have of us. because what they have of us is going to be insane.